Yo, what is up guys? Delboy here, aka Blue Collar Sports TV. Hopefully you guys are doing well. If you're new here, smash that like, hit subscribe, all of that good stuff. So Fabio Wardley stopped Eric Molina in 5 rounds in the biggest test of his career so far. You know, going into this fight, Eric Molina, certainly the most experienced guy Fabio Wardley has ever fought. And quite frankly, the best guy he's ever fought. And in this fight, you could see that Eric Molina certainly posed Fabio Wardley some issues, but at the end of the day, Fabio Wardley got through it and got the 5th round stoppage. Now, first 2 rounds of this fight, I actually scored to Eric Molina. We saw a lot of feinting, a lot of posturing from Fabio Wardley, but he really wasn't doing much off it, to be honest. Eric Molina, he himself wasn't super active in the first couple of rounds, but he was the guy who was throwing at times. Eric Molina landed a few good right hands to head and body in the first couple of rounds, and for me he won those rounds based on just activity and landing the more eye-catching shots. And in the first couple of rounds, yeah, like I say, it was more kind of style over substance for Fabio Wardley. In the 3rd round, Fabio Wardley started to let go of that jab a little more. He was landing the jab when he was throwing it, landed a couple of good right hands himself. Eric Molina wasn't quite as active in the 3rd round, so I scored the 3rd round to Fabio Wardley. Round 4 was pretty close. Wardley landed some good jabs, a couple of good right hands, and Molina also landed a couple of good power shots here and there. The 4th round was quite competitive, and at this stage, in general, it was a competitive fight, and Wardley was having to think in there. And in round 5, actually, Eric Molina, he caught Fabio Wardley with a right hand, and Fabio Wardley certainly felt it. I'm not saying he was out on his feet or anything, but you could tell the shot had an effect. He backed up, he was a little bit shaky. Eric Molina tried to go in for the kill, and he was throwing his shots. And in the exchange, Eric Molina got caught with like an overhand, like a short right hand, which dropped Eric Molina, and he couldn't beat the count, and that was it. Eric Molina was basically saying that it landed on the back of his head. I never saw the replay, so cannot confirm whether that's true or not. But yeah, in round 5, Fabio Wardley was definitely kind of buzzed a little bit, but he responded well and he got the knockout. So listen, a good test for Fabio Wardley. He got a few rounds in, he got caught with a couple of shots here and there, and he responded to some sort of adversity. So I think this will be good for Fabio Wardley's developments. Yeah, interesting fight while it lasted. But congrats to Fabio Wardley for getting the job done. I think this fight shows, though, that Fabio Wardley definitely needs to tighten up that defense. Fabio Wardley is a late starter to boxing, never had any amateur fights. He only had a few white-collar fights prior to professional boxing, so he's a novice. And, you know, he's a guy who relies on just pure athletic ability to get out of the way of shots. It's purely down to reflexes. And in this fight, we saw that when Wardley was fighting a guy who was slightly higher level in Eric Molina was actually able to take advantage of Fabio Wardley's low hands, and he was managing to catch him. So listen, Fabio Wardley definitely has great athletic ability. He does have very good reflexes, but I'm not sure whether that's going to be enough going forwards as he steps through the levels. You know, from what I saw in that fight, a lot of guys are going to find those openings and land flush on Fabio Wardley. So Wardley certainly needs to improve his defense. Yeah, it looks flashy, it looks nice when he evades shots, but he can be caught, and we saw that in this fight. So defensively, Fabio definitely needs to improve. But yeah, all in all, it's a good learning fight for Fabio Wardley. One thing I will say though, you know, Eric Molina, given where Fabio Wardley has come from, 10 professional fights, no amateur background, it was quite a big step up, and I think they need to pump the brakes on the matchmaking for Fabio Wardley. I think they need to hang around a little bit, and Fabio needs to fight a couple of guys in and around his level. I'm talking about someone like Nick Webb, who obviously won on the same card. I think that would be a good fight for Fabio Wardley next, you know. Nick Webb is what, English level, I would say, something like that. I think Nick Webb would be ideal for Fabio Wardley, because I see if they step him up much above the Eric Molina level, he could get found out real quick. He needs some time to develop, improve, and yeah, I think they need to pump the brakes on the matchmaking, to be honest with you. But he's certainly got natural ability, Fabio Wardley, like I say, athletically gifted, quick hands. He carries some sort of punching power, but there's a lot of improvements to be made. You know, Fabio Wardley is what I would call a raw talent. He does have something to work with, but there's a long way to go with Fabio. Anyway, share your thoughts below. What did you make of this fight? What did you make of Fabio's performance? Yeah, share your thoughts below. Peace.